We're talking about this beauty right here, you all, and this is Initio's Musk Therapy. It's summertime, so we got to talk about this one. Let's get on into its dedicated review, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Maria here. Yes, we're doing the dedicated review to Initio's Musk Therapy. This beauty right here. The house of Initio is very well loved, very well talked about here in the fragrance community, especially my niche lovers. And interesting enough, this ended up being the first one that I purchased from Initio, which I'm still shocked about that. But we'll talk about how we got here. But as always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 4 categories. The first category is mood, and that is simply when do I see myself wearing this fragrance, what time of year, when, where, how. We talk about it there. Second category is strength, and that is on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice. The third category is longevity. I know that's everyone's favorite category, and that is simply how many hours long lasting is this fragrance. And then the fourth and final category, which is pretty fun, and that is this a compliment getting fragrance? And that is a yes or no answer. So now you know how we do things. Let's get into lipstick of the day today, everyone. And lipstick of the day today is from MAC, and this is Vegas Vault, which is a beautiful corally orange type of color. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, beauty details, makeup details will be in the description box as well, so you don't have to ask questions about it. And as always, for dedicated fragrance reviews, when it comes to the fragrance of the day, is going to be the belle of the ball, and that is this beauty right here. And this is Initio's Musk Therapy. I got the big bottle, which is the 90 ml size, and there's a reason for that. We'll get into it. So for the past, I want to say 2 summers with this fragrance has been hyped up. If you have been in the fragrance community, especially in the last 4 years, you have heard about Musk Therapy in the summertime. Whether you own Initios at all, whether you sampled it or not, you've at least heard it, or you've at least seen a picture of the bottle. And I noticed too, it also sells out. So not even just on some social media hype, but we talk about actual literal hype, it would be sold out in stores. So I'm like, okay. There's some real traction here, because we gotta be honest, y'all. Social media hype doesn't always translate to real world hype. That could be 2 different things. Keep it real about that. But in this case, it was true. One thing about this fragrance, I did do a sampling series video on it back, I want to say early spring. If you all recall, you know I'm always sampling fragrances. I get samples in monthly. And I did sample this one just to really check it out and see, was it really actually worth the hype? And even in that video, I told you all, even just off of a sample, I said, okay, this is actually good, and I probably will upgrade it. And then fast forward to May of this year, that's when I got my full size bottle. It is now July when I'm filming this, so we've had some time with this fragrance, so now I can really share my real full, well-rounded thoughts on this thing. So let's talk about prices and sizes of this beautiful scent. So the good thing is this fragrance used to only come in 1 size, which is this beauty right here, the 90 ml. They have since expanded. It now comes in 2 sizes, and also on Initio's website, they will do special sets sometimes, special like releases, gift sets and things. I have seen that come and go. They're kind of seasonal. Any day, any given time of year, it's 2 sizes. The first size, which is now the new size, is the 50 ml size, and that retails for $250. And then there is the original size, or the full size bottle, which is a 90 ml bottle, and the 90 ml bottle retails for $390 now. Oh, there's been a price increase. This wasn't as expensive, so yay, inflation, we love it. But $390 is the price of this full size bottle here. You can catch some sales and discounts and things that happen, because this fragrance isn't brand new. This fragrance came out in 2021, so it's been out for 3 years at this point. And Initio has since, of course, released some new scents and whatnot. They just released another one I saw in their Oud line. But anywho, that's a topic for another day. But back to Musk Therapy. Let's get into the notes, because interesting enough about this scent, when I see the notes didn't immediately go, ooh, I need that. Just to be perfectly honest about that. So we have notes, y'all, of bergamot, we have mandarin, we have white magnolia, we have cassis, we have white sandalwood, we have naturals. They have all naturals written here, and we have white musk and rose musk. The name like Musk Therapy, of course, there would be a ton of musk in this scent. Oh, and by the way, the concentration of this fragrance is an extrait de parfum, so this is potent, meant to be potent for sure. And another thing, Initio Parfums, they do collections, and Musk Therapy is a part of the hedonist collection, aka the white bottles. So that's another thing about this fragrance. I am wearing this fragrance, and I've been wearing this fragrance. If you all have seen, it even made like the #1 in the previous top 5 for one of my months. I want to say it was either May or June. So we've been wearing Musk Therapy, okay? So I got some thoughts, y'all. But in a nutshell, let me tell you what I get from this scent. Musk for sure. This is a powdery, clean musk scent is what it is. And here's the thing that I like about this scent, and I feel like why so many people also enjoy this fragrance, is that this is a clean fragrance without going cleaning product. So it's clean, but it doesn't go citrus clean, even though there is bergamot and mandarin in here listed officially in the notes. But I'm not getting a whole bunch of citrus, because it's usually the citrus notes that make people go, okay, wait a minute, is this giving Lysol or Pine Sol or something like that? But no, it stays more so on the powdery side. I will say the sandalwood does come out more in this fragrance over time, so I can give it a little bit of a woody effect. So just be aware of that. So if you're sensitive to sandalwood, you will smell it in this fragrance. And actually, sandalwood is very prominent across Initio as a whole to me, because I've sampled a lot of them. But yes, so if you don't like sandalwood, you're not gonna like this fragrance. But if you call yourself liking a musk clean type of scent, I highly recommend checking this one out for that person. So now let's talk about the mood of this fragrance. So one thing about this scent, it is of course a niche fragrance, and it is technically unisex, but I will say, going into mood, y'all, I just think this one leans slightly feminine. So mood, yes, it's a feminine fragrance to me. 100%, you all, this is a summer scent. This is 100% peak summer of a scent. Granted, when it comes to clean fragrances, fresh and clean, you can technically wear those any time of year, don't get me wrong, but to me, they really, really shine in the summertime. And that is no exception to the rule when we talk about Musk Therapy. This is one I throw on when I'm gonna wear like a white t-shirt. Like a white t-shirt or white blouse. It's just something about that. I mean, maybe because the bottle was white, but more so casual, effortless. This isn't necessarily a dress up scent in my opinion. It's an easy reach casual fragrance. So that is the mood of Musk Therapy to me. Now let's talk about the strength of this fragrance, you all. And if you know anything about Initio fragrances are very potent no matter what it is. And Musk Therapy lives up to the hype, even to be a fresh scent. This is an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. This is an absolute solid 8 of a scent. And another thing I do appreciate about this fragrance, that how it sprays out the opening, it maintains and lasts throughout the duration of this fragrance. So it's potent. What you get when you spray it is what you get later on. The performance is there. And by the way too, this fragrance hugs some fabric, and I can still smell it actually on my skin without it being a skin scent hours later and stuff too. We'll talk more about that in longevity. But just know that the strength of this fragrance is an 8. And now for the longevity of this fragrance, which I know is what we care about. Y'all, I gotta give it to it. Like, one thing I've always been told about Initio fragrances is that they last very long and they're potent. And that was true for me. That has been my experience. Even from my sample that I had, my sample was extremely potent and lasted a very long time, as well as having the full experience with the full size bottle. I get a full day, meaning 8 hours plus. Because after that point, I start to like forget, and then it's just like the day is over at that point. But for sure, I can spray this at the beginning of the day, and I can still smell it at the end of the day without having to touch up. So I easily always get over 8 hours of wear out of this fragrance, and I'm pleased with that. I mean, it's here. Again, it hugs fabric too. So especially like my t-shirts, that's when I wear it, more casual of a wear type of scent. It does what it needs to do, y'all. It does. And now for the next category, which is everyone's favorite too, for fun, shall I say. Is this a compliment getting fragrance, you all? And let me tell you something, that's part of the reason that Musk Therapy even blew up, is because of the fact this scent gets insane compliments. Never fails. This is one, every time I wear it, it is mentioned, it is commented on, to the point that somebody wants to know, okay, what is it exactly? Not just, oh, you smell good, but no, can you tell me what the fragrance is? I had somebody hand me their phone and say, no, can you like pull it up so I can at least see it, so I know what to look for later on, that type of thing. So you know it's good when somebody wants like very specific details about a scent, and that happens with Musk Therapy. So what can I say? Money well spent. Money well spent. This is one absolutely I will repurchase, and I'm glad I got the big bottle, because normally I'm more of a 50 ml girl, y'all know that, or a smaller bottle girl, but this one was worth getting a big one. It was, because I have been wearing this scent so much. This scent, along with another one, I think Karaoke Heart, I've been wearing a lot for summer, but Musk Therapy is holding its own and it's giving it a run for its money. So it might even make #1, because I keep reaching for it. Like, each week it keeps coming up. If you all see my weekly roundups, you've seen me wear Musk Therapy a lot. So you know this is a scent that I am loving. This is a favorite. It really is a favorite. And in conclusion, I want to say too about this scent is that this is my only fragrance that I own from the Initio Hedonist collection. And just to round out the collection, there is Rehab in that collection, which I've talked about. I had a sample of. And there's also Paragon. I smelled Paragon on a trip. I smelled Paragon multiple times. Let me tell you something. I want both of them. Rehab, I want more so for the fall, but Paragon, the dry down of Paragon is amazing. It's a plum note in that one that is just like, Wow, and I love the note of plum. So if you see those two fragrances in my collection sooner rather than later, you know why, because it's solid. Yes, the Hedonist collection, aka the White Bottle collection, is solid. And I gotta thank Musk Therapy for introducing me to it, because you did something there. So that wraps up my dedicated review on Initio's Musk Therapy. 100% worth the hype. I'm here to co-sign it. It is good and I'm still wearing it. Most importantly, it's just that good. So let me know what you think. Do you love Musk Therapy? Do you hate it? Do you think it's overhyped? Do you think it's better at another time of year? Let me know in the comments below. Have you sampled it? Let's discuss it in the comments below. I will read them and respond when I can. As always, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.